Yeah. Oh. Ooh. I came from out of nowhere. Go ahead and shut this down. Just like that. Hi, buddies. Welcome to the show. All right. 2:45. Here we go.
Are you just trying to navigate adulthood in a world that still expects you to have it all figured out? Welcome to This Is 50 with your host, Travis Holmes.
Well, I did something good today. And then I rounded out the day with doing something, it's kind of questionable. I always do something. I'm like, at the time, I'm like going, should I do that? Should I? I don't know how to get this guy's attention. What should I do? So let me just start by saying thank you for joining us again this week. This is 50. This is my therapy. This is my getting it out. I do this for myself alone. If it helps anyone out there that listens to the show, we appreciate it. We have a YouTube channel as well. You can check us out at This Is 50 Show. You have to do that because there's a rap guy trying to make claim on my branding here. So you can check us out on YouTube as well. And I do a lot of motions and stuff here in the studio, so it just gives you an idea of what goes on behind the scenes. So I said I did a good thing today. I was at the moment I decided to be nice was teetering back and forth as far as I could be a complete and utter asshole, which it started out that way. And then I saw spectators and I was like going, God, you got to be nice. You got to be nice. All right. I'll be nice. Because I was kind of like, hey, what are you doing? Can I help you? Type deal, because someone's watching me down the aisle. So as you guys know, every Friday is the only day that I get to leave the property here. And we sit on about 22 some odd acres. We have horses and animals and stuff. And I work from home. This is my job. This and the three other podcasts that I do. You can see them if you're watching this on the YouTube video. They're behind me. The logos, the banners and stuff are behind me. You can check that out. But I'm sitting in Walmart and I tell myself, I got to pick a different route. I do the food shopping on Friday and I do the same route all the time. I go take a left, 4 aisles, take a right, kind of hit the areas that I have my interest, see if there's anything new, that type of stuff. And then I work my way through like paper towels and toilet paper and paper plates and, laundry detergent. And then I make my way into the food shopping part. So I'm sitting on the very back aisle of Walmart. And I had to get toilet paper because we're getting snow, I think, this Wednesday or Thursday. I think both days. And we broadcast just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, a little town called Marshville. And I said, well, let me get a thing of toilet paper. What is it, 12-pack or something like that? It's just me and my wife. And as I'm walking down the back aisle, where all the big, the Bounty paper towels and stuff are, there's a guy. I say a guy, a man, an old man who's just sitting in the middle of the aisle. Not in the middle of the aisle like he's standing behind his cart. He's got the cart 90 degrees in the middle of the aisle, standing behind his cart. So I physically cannot take a left or a right to go around him. And I came around the corner and I'm looking at some stuff and I see him, 20 feet up from me. And I go, all right. I'll give him a minute. Maybe he's just trying to turn around. Started out being nice. And then I start getting closer to him. He does not see me, forest through the trees type thing. He does not see me at all. He's looking at all the paper towels and he's just lost. His mind is lost. I don't know what's going on in his head. And I'm standing there. Probably now, the front of my shopping cart is probably 3 feet from him. Physically him. I'm standing there. Just waiting. I don't say anything. Don't do anything. I'm just waiting. And he finally catches eyes with me. And I go, what's going on, man? The next sentence out of my mouth was going to be, are you going to move or are you just going to stand there? And as soon as I said, "What's going on, man?" I see a lady, well, a family on my right-hand side, two ladies, mother-daughter type deal, grown women, and they spin their heads around and look at me. So now I've attracted attention because my voice, anyone that gets loud above a normal church whisper, anyone that gets loud in a Walmart, everyone's looking, ooh, and they whip their cameras out, this is going to be good. It's Walmart. So I said, "What's going on, man?" Huh? Before I could say, "Are you just going to stand there?" I said, "What you looking for?" I don't know why I said that. Maybe I was under the stress of, now I have an audience. He goes, "I'm looking for some toilet tissue." Because they're old back then, I go, "Oh." And he's looking at all the paper towels. His mind just does not register that he's looking at paper towels. I said, and I just happen to grab a 6-pack or 12-pack of paper towels, or not paper towels, toilet paper, a few rows back. I said, "Come this way." And I'm waving my hand if you're watching me. I said, "Come this way." I said, "See that young lady right there standing at the end cap right there?" "Uh-huh." "Take a left right before you get to her." I said, I just came from there. That's where all the toilet paper's at." "Oh my good. Thank you very much. I've been looking for hours." Well, when you're 80 years old, 1 minute seems like an hour. And he walks by me. I said, "Good luck," and I pass him in the aisle, and I look, and the ladies putting their phones away. Damn it, I thought we were going to get a good Walmart video. It would have been a good Walmart video. It was a good feel-good story. So I go through the whole entire Walmart, and I'm thinking to myself, I said, "You know what? I hope someone would do that for my dad. I know that he shops at the Food Line up the road from us, and the lady knows me when I go in there and buy my libations, and she's like, oh, your dad was in here?" I said, "Yeah, I know. He just got home. I got done unloading his groceries and stuff." "Yeah, we take care of him when he's in here." I said, "Oh, good." And now my dad doesn't go into Walmart anymore. He does the online stuff. He just can't he's not mobile anymore. Not in a Walmart sense or a Food Line or grocery shop in any kind of sense like that. He is just not mobile. He cannot move. His feet are bad, and salt intake and stuff. And I'll dive into that a little bit later, what he's got going on. So as I'm making my way through the whole entire Walmart and stuff, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I did good. I sure did. Pat on my back. Good job, Trav. Do all my shopping. My wife and I, we meal prep all the time, so I'm looking for certain items. Find everything. Took me a little longer to get through the store. I'm like, fuck. Running behind schedule here. I get up to the front registers, and this is where the day kind of went. This is where the day kind of goes, did you really mean to do that? Did one block out the other one? Did it nullify the other one? And I'm standing there and looking for a checkout, basically. And, if you've ever been in a self-checkout, they have got like a green light saying, hey, this one's open. And this Walmart that I go to all the time probably has 20 to 25 self-checkouts. Now, there's small self-checkouts where if you got like 4 items, they don't give you a whole lot of space, like bagging space. And then they got the checkouts, like 15 of them, that have like where you can put all your groceries, and it's got a big long table where you can just bag your groceries and push it down and bag everything, and that way you can, I guess it's handier. I like it that way. I don't like to be crowded. But for whatever reason, they only had 6 of them open. 6 registers. Self-checkout. It's self-checkout. They should all be open. No, just 6. Who knows what's going on? So they got 6 of them open. Families over here, and they've got a cart full of stuff, and a family over here, and family. I ended up standing behind this Spanish family. I'm going to say Mexican, because we do have a large Mexican community in our area here. There's a lot of poultry plants, a lot of chicken houses and stuff, and most of our area here, it's rural, we're in the country, are Mexican workers. Legal, mind you, legal Mexican workers. And so I'm standing behind this Mexican family, and one of the registers open up. Green light comes on, bing, and I'm two people deep. It's me, the Mexican family, and then we're all standing behind one lady who's only got like 19 items in her cart, and she's taking her sweet time checking out. Register to my far right opens up. Bing, green light. And I go, oh, I'm going to be nice again. I'm still riding on that nice wave of doing good things. I don't know why this came out of my mouth, but it did. Because I am a white male, and the guy in front of me looks like you know what a gaucho is? Mexican cowboy. He is boots, I say nice jeans. He's got his key ring on his hip, got probably 24 keys. He's important. They ain't trust him with whoever gave him all those keys. Trust him. It's not to his house and his car. No, he's got 24 keys on his hip. Kids, children, 9 and 6, wife, very well done. I say well done for Walmart. You've seen some Walmart people in there. Registers open up, and I kind of went like, because we're all in line. Instead of me going, oh, there's a register open, like some, people here in America, skipping everyone that's been waiting in line and run over there to register that's open, and, I got it. I went to him. I didn't say anything to him. I did this. I just went, psst. Psst. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's a man. He's a man. He's a gentleman. A man, But in my mind, I was like, I don't know if he speaks English. I'm sure the basics, hola. Everyone in the world knows what hola is. Sir, mister, the basics, whether you're Spanish or you're English speaking. So I went, psst, psst. Twice. No, he didn't turn around. He kind of, where's that coming from? And then I went, psst, psst, psst. And he turned and looked at me, and I go, hey man, I said that register over there, man. Why don't you jump on that? Because he's waiting in line. He's got a cart full of stuff. I got a cart full of stuff. Lines aren't moving very quickly. And he goes, oh, and then someone ran up there, took it. He's like, no, I'll wait. Whoa, all right, you'll wait. Perfect. English sentence. I will wait. So we're standing in line again. I'm still standing in line, waiting for everyone. The register on my left-hand side opens up. And as soon as that one opens up, I was like, I didn't want to go psst, 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 again. By the time I realized that the line opened up, this woman who's wearing like those like sweatpants that say like juicy on the butt, and her kids and stuff. And I kind of took my shopping cart and turned it to the left like I was going over there, or was going to move out of this guy's way so he could get over there. And she runs up. She's like, do you want this register? Are you going to this register? I'm like, now I'm at a dilemma. Do I take this register in front of this lady with the juicy pants on after I told the Mexican guy in front of me to go take the register up front before someone grabbed that one? I said, I bit the bullet and I said, no, ma'am, you go right ahead, take that register. I'll sit here waiting in line. Now I'm playing tetherball with my head. Here I am. I told this Mexican guy to go up to the front register. Go grab that one. Go, man. Go. Get it. That failed. Then I turn around and give this register to this woman who doesn't deserve it. We've been standing in line, me and the Mexican fellow. Doesn't deserve it. And then he kind of turns and looks at me, and I kind of went, if you're watching me on video, I'm kind of like, oh, it's the luck of the draw, man. I'm sorry. Hey, we can't win. Both of us, we're still in the same boat. The first initial register that opened up and the lady took it opens up again. He turned and looked at me and said, do you want to go? You want that one or you want me to take it? I said, man, that's all you. Go for it, man. You've been standing here longer than I have. Go for it. That's you. Oh, thank you very much. Mira, and they do the little Spanish back and forth and, vámonos, let's go. So I go through the register and I check out. And I'm sitting in my truck driving home, and I'm like going, did I do a good thing? Did I do a bad thing? Was it bad for me to go psst, psst? Was that, I don't know how do I approach him? Excuse me, sir. Do you know why I brought you here? You know, it's time to, I don't know. I know. You can tell us down in the comments if you're watching the video here. When we come back, my wife thinks I'm a good son. Not after that story. I don't think so. But I'll dive into what our conversation was about that. So stick around. I'll be right back. My experiment is over. When I say experiment, I've been talking about my doctor put me on generic Zoloft. I still don't know how to say it. It's like Terenium, something like that. I don't know. But I had a doctor's appointment, and I'll dive into that a little bit later on. I'll give you all the details because that's going to take some time. But when I came home, my dad had a doctor's appointment as well for his head. Now, I've told you that, he's got a big hole in the top of his head where they've removed skin cancer. Little backstory to catch you up. My dad has real bad skin melanoma. They've cut and scraped and dug and removed his nose, part of his shoulder, pieces of his arm. Looks like his skin is all stapled together because, they cut a piece out and then the skin grows back over. He looks like a burn victim because of the way the skin grows in. And one of the worst ones he had was on the very top of his head, getting sunburn and stuff. It was all from sun. Back when he was a kid growing up, they didn't have sunblock. So on the top of his head, they took out about the size of a lemon, a hole about the size of about a lemon on the top of his head. So I could see his skull, and I was in charge of changing the bandages out every week or something like that. And now this is a year. This is almost a year now coming up on this bandage changing thing. Now I haven't done it. I haven't had to do it in a while. He's been going to the doctor. They've been doing this. They've been doing that. Blah, 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 blah. Now my dad has gone to the doctor, and he is. They did something weird, and he's got. And I'll post a video here in the you can see the picture of his head, what it looked like when it came back from the dermatologist, the skin doctor guy, lady actually. So now I'm in charge of cleaning his head because it's just a soppy, bloody mess on top, and I haven't touched it in probably 4 months now. And he's like, the doctor says I can, he sounds like the guy in Walmart. The doctor says I can take showers now with this bandage on. I'm like, all right. He goes, can you help me, change it? And so that's my new job. And it's a simple change now. It's like eye drops into the wound itself. It's kind of healed over. It looks like you ever seen someone that gets burned in a fire? Like the skin's all stretchy looking. I can't see a skull anymore. But it's real thin. It's like paper. It's like tissue paper thin. So I put a couple of these drops that's supposed to help stimulate growth, and then I put Vaseline on it, and I have to put a rubber patch on top of it. A little sticky Band-Aid is what they call it. And I told my wife, I said, when I got back from Walmart and stuff, I said, I got to change my dad's bandage and so on. So she goes, you know what? You're a really good son. I said, what? No, you're really good. Helping your dad out with that. I said, what? I said, are you kidding me? I said, as much time as I have sent here, and even on this show here, have complained and had panic attacks and anxiety attacks and yelled at my dad about, the simple things that need to be done in the house, and he doesn't understand that and all this other stuff. And all of a sudden now I'm the good son. And then she kind of goes, well, let me take that back a little bit. You are now a good son. Now that I'm on that medication and stuff, I'm a little calmer. I'm not so panic, disoriented when talking to my dad. I'm a little calmer when I approach stuff. I don't have this urgency to fix everything in the house all at once. And if, my dad doesn't fit into that routine, I'm good, I guess. So I said, okay, I'll take it. She's like, I love you. I'm like, I know. I'm hard not to love, babe. She goes, no, I can see a difference, and the medicine's working for you. I said, okay, good. Well, the doctor took me off the medicine I was on and stuck me on something new. But she says I'm calmer. She's like, I'm a lot calmer. I'm a little bit more friendlier is the term that she used. I don't know what that means. She says I'm friendlier. I'm always friendlier. Where's the toilet paper? Get out of my way, old man. Psst, get over there. My neighbor, that neighbor, the airline pilot, he made an offer to me a while back saying the brick molding around our windows here on the property, on our house. It's, if you know what brick mold is, it's basically a wooden trim around a window. The whole house is it's wood. Wood slats, cedar, rough cedar slats, and, trim around the windows, all wood and stuff. And just because of this area, I don't know that it rots out. If you don't take care of it, it rots out. So I've got a couple of them that are kind of rotting out or getting soft, and I'm like, oh man, I got to fix that. And I don't have to do all that. And ask my neighbor if he knew someone that could do it for me. I'll pay. I'm not doing it. I'll pay someone to do it. No, I don't know anyone. Really, in your whole entire church and your congregation and stuff, you don't know anyone that comes out and does this stuff? He's like, not really. I'm like, all right, I'll pay him. No, I don't know anyone. But he is somewhat of a carpenter. And he is really skilled as far as like building like furniture or building a room or something like that. He's really, really skilled at doing that. He's got all the equipment, the panel saw, which was mine. I gave it to him. I've done a lot for him on the free pass type deal. I'm not getting a return on my kindness for the most part. I feel like I'm getting gypped all the time. It feels like every other weekend or something like that. Like today, can I borrow your tractor? Yeah, I'm not using it, just sitting there, just fire it up, let it sit for a little bit. So I think he feels obligated to try to help me now to fix my windows. And he's like, hey, I'm off on Thursday and Friday. Me and him can do the windows. How's your schedule look? And I'm like going, you know what? Friday, I do this show. I do my grocery shopping. I yell at Mexican families. And then Thursdays, I got to do a lot of sales stuff for the other shows. I said, it's not looking good. Well, you just let me know and I'll come over and we'll do blah, 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 blah. So he's trying to, be a good neighbor, like State Farm. But it's falling short. There's no initiative there. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. We're just not. I told you there's something missing. Something's not clicking right anymore with the two of us. I went out to lock up our chickens because we do have a chicken house. We got about 30 some odd birds in there, 30, 40 some odd birds in there. And we do sell our eggs here on the property. And they've got a huge, I don't know what kind of dog it is. Big, white, fluffy dog. That's the only thing I can describe it. I call it land cloud, like it's a cloud that's just floating on the land. It's like a sheep herder dog, big sheep dog or something like that. And it barks and barks and barks. It barks so much that our new backdoor neighbor, as I'm doing my 4-mile walk, still doing the 4-mile walk, when he first moved in, he's like, whose dog is that fucking barking in the background all the time? I said, that's my neighbor dog, because our properties all butt up against each other. But he's got acreage and we got acreage, but the bark travels. I said, that's my neighbor's dog. The daughter doesn't really take care of it, or, it's just looking for attention, so it's barking all the time. Well, goddamn, I can't even sit on the back porch and have a cigar and a beer and relax. I said, I know, man, I know. So, somehow the neighbor and him met and said something to him. So they put a shot collar on the dog. Sorry. So the other night, like I said, I was locking up the chickens. Chickens they run free on the property at night as soon as that sun goes down or it gets close to the horizon. They make a little train and they all walk up into the house, and I have to close the little door. It's a little door, little 2-foot door, and close it and lock it. I was out there and it's dark and we don't have electricity that runs out there. We have a bunch of solar motion lights out there because it doesn't make any sense to run wires and anything out there. So as I'm walking out there, this light clicks on and this light clicks on. Well, their dog, that big land cloud thing, is off their property. He's in our chicken coop area. Our chicken coop area is fenced in. It's 50 by 30. It's fenced in, but we leave the fence open so they can go in and out. He is in that chicken coop area chasing our chickens around. This big dog, and the big dog just thinks they're all play toys. And I'm like going, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm yelling, what the fuck? And this is like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. The sun's gone down. It's pitch black out there outside of the motion lights and stuff. And he's, hur, hur, hur. And I'm like going, get out of here. Get. Now, if I yell in the country, if you say anything, you can hear that for easily half a mile. Half a mile. It's that quiet out here, you know. I'm yelling, come get your fucking dog. Come get your, and as I'm doing that, I'm trying to push him over to the neighbor's property, to their fence, which is left open. They've got a big 10-foot, pasture gate that's kids leave open all the time, fucking kids. And I go over there all the time and I shut it just in case, anything gets out of their property. I don't want it coming over here because they have goats and stuff. And sure enough, the fucking gate was left wide open. One of the kids, left it open. Dog comes running on and I'm literally in the middle of the night yelling towards their house. Come get your fucking dog. Come get loud. Nothing. I don't know if they were home. I don't know if they had, the gospel whatever music they were playing. I don't know because they are very religious people. Nothing. Finally, I chased him back into the fence and shut the gate. And I'm like going, God damn it. And the reason why I bring this up, it's just one more fucking thing that they're not doing to hold up their end of the bargain of living out here in the country. Me, on the other hand, I do everything I possibly can to make sure everything is fine and running smooth and everyone's happy and blah, blah. Them, no. Now, I don't know if it's because they're overwhelmed. I don't know if it's because not that they don't care. I don't know if it's they've bit off more they can chew. I don't know even why they got this fucking dog. But it was just a pain in my ass. So that's what happened there. I don't know. Am I wrong? Get your fucking dog. I was trying to. When we come back, I got a little bit of gossip for you. Yep. The house on the hill where the lady went missing. Yep. I got some gossip. So stick around. I'll be right back. The medicine that I was on, I had a 30-day follow-up on the generic Zoloft that I was on. And so drove, it's an hour, like an hour and 10 minutes from my house to go to my primary care. And the only reason why I go to the one that I go to that's an hour and 10 minutes away is because when we first moved there, we lived right next to that hospital here in the Charlotte area. And now we've moved out here to Marshville. The closest one by us also treats the prisoners from the from the next county over. So I'm like going, nope. Little side story, when I had to take my dad to the emergency room one time, they would bring in, we're on the emergency room floor, there was a big prisoner who thought he was going to walk out. And everyone's standing in front of his way and stuff. And they were like, I'm walking out. Big, huge black guy. And all these little doctors and nurses and stuff couldn't put their hands on him. But we're trying to hold him back until security could get there. And so I said, I don't think this hospital's the one for me to check on all my stuff. So I go out to the white people hospital. Hate to say that, but it is. It's a very highly influential. They got a lot of money out there, the hospital I go to. So I get there and I'm sitting there with a doctor, a female doctor. She's a doctor of internal medicine. Nice, cute. She's the one I got side boob action from. And she's like, so how are things going? I said, good. I'm doing good. But, and she's like, oh no. It's an hour and 10-minute drive here. And before I see the doctor, I've got the nurse, the RN nurse, and she goes to take my blood pressure. And I said, hold on a second. Just to let you know, every time I come in here, as soon as I sit down in this room, you guys take my blood pressure. That's right. That's what we do. I have over an hour long drive to get here. As soon as I said that, I said, so my blood pressure at home, it's not high. It's 138 over 87, that type of stuff. Now and then it'll get above 140 or something. I said, but when I come here and you guys take it, it's like 160 over 95 or something like that. She's like, well, I'll go ahead and take it and see what happens. And then I'll let the doctor know and she can take it at the end of the session. I said, okay. So she takes it. 147 over 80. I said, and she's like, yeah. Oh, that's a little high. I go, actually, that's pretty goddamn good. She's like, really? I said, yeah, it's like normally 160. Oh, okay. Black lady. Okay. All right. Well, I'll let the doctor know. So she goes away. Talking to my doctor. Doctor comes in, knocks on the door. Ow. I'm getting old. I'm knocking on the microphone and I got a cramp on my leg at the same time. God almighty. Falling apart here. So she comes in, knocks on the door. And, hey, how are we doing? And she's young. She's probably late 30s. I'm doing good. And so how's the thing? And I said, everything's good. My wife can see a big difference in me. And I said, but she's like, oh, no, here we go. There's a couple things that I'm getting that I'm having problems with. I said a couple things. I have problems sleeping at night. She's like, yeah, that's kind of a side effect. I said, it's not that I'm tossing and turning. It's not like my mind is going at 50 miles an hour. It's not just buzzing all the time. I'm just laying there sleeping. Well, resting with my eyes closed. Nothing really, I don't have anxiety. I'm just relaxed and, I'm calm. And it lasts for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And finally my body just gives up and goes back to sleep. I said, that's one thing. Second thing is, I have been tried so much not to overeat, overindulge. I walk every morning, 4 miles every morning, and I've gained a pound. Well, it's expected with the holidays and stuff. I said, yeah, but you don't understand. Granted, I did eat a whole pizza on my birthday. My wife did make me a double layered devil's food chocolate cake. And, I'd eat a slice of that shunk every night. That doesn't help. But for the most part, I mean, I shouldn't be, 1 pound over what I weighed last time. She's like, yeah, it does retain a little bit of, it slows your metabolism down. It slows everything down. You tend to put on a little bit of weight, not a whole lot. She's like, 1 pound is nothing. I'm like, no, 1 pound for me, that's a lot. And I said, the last thing is, this is kind of embarrassing, even talking to you guys. I said, my technically, my sexual drive has, whatever little bit I had, is completely gone. She's like, really? I said, not really, like she didn't believe me, like really, like, oh, damn it. I said, I've had every symptom of this drug in, 30 days time. I've had it all. Dizziness, I get diarrhea, cha-cha-cha. I know, everyone's eating their lunch and stuff going, all right, I'm out. But I said, my sexual desire is done. Null. She's like, okay, all right. She's like, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe this is not the right drug for you. And I'm kind of thinking, well, would this be a drug for anyone? Where that's all the side effects and stuff. You kind of think to yourself, why would anyone take this drug? Now, don't get me wrong. I like the positive aspects of the generic Zoloft, but what's the trade-off? A little bit of weight gain. You're up late at night and, you just have absolutely no desire to have, I'm married, any kind of activity with your partner. And so she said, well, we'll get you on something else. I said, okay, what is it going to be? She's like, it's this new medicine. I say new medicine, called, what's it called? I got it here on the screen. Hold on. Oh, I closed it out, didn't I? God damn it. I'll pull it up here in a minute. Give me 1 sec. All right. It's taking forever. So it's called, I guess it's called Buspirone, Perineurome, B-U, hold on, let me spell this out. B-U-S-P-I-R-O-N-E. Buspirone. Sounds like a senator from a state. Buspirone. And it's kind of like, the way they described it, it's called, they describe it as like the equivalent of like Xanax, but it's not Xanax. Xanax itself works on the, and that's why I was trying to pull this thing up. What's new? I don't fucking care. Now that I've got the thing open. Home. Xanax works on the chemical balance in your body as to where this eliminates or reduces the serotonin in your brain. From my understanding, from reading the article and everything here. But the funny part was, it goes, how does this react to your body? Side effect, relax, calm, yada, yada, yada. Everything you need if you're going to have an anxiety attack. Second thing is, how does it work on your brain? And it says, well, the facts are not known 100%, but we think that it does, reduces, like I said, the serotonin that in your brain that causes anxiety and, so on and so forth. I said, okay, fine. So the difference between the two pills that I'm taking, or one taking and now switching over to the other, the Zoloft, I take once in the morning, and I have to take it every day. I have to take it every day because there's an overlap and loading phase and all that stuff. They even warn, if you're going to get off Zoloft, make sure you let someone know that you're going to be off Zoloft because you could go fucking scatterbrains all over the place. With this product here, I've got to take it twice a day. My doctor says I need to take it, once in the morning, once in the evening, and it has absolutely none of the other side effects at all. I'll be able to sleep better. I could do other stuff better. She says, but then the pill lasts about 12 hours. So you take it, 12 hours here and 12 hours there and so on. But you don't need to take it every day. It's not mandatory that you take it every day. She's like, I would like you to take it every day. But if you feel like, hey, I'm doing good today, I'm not going to take it. It's one of those things. And then she said, as you think that you're not going to have an anxiety attack, and then you start having an anxiety attack, you can take it. But by then the cycle's already started. You're in the middle of an anxiety attack. You take the pill. It's going to take, 40 minutes for it to, and by then the anxiety attack's over and so on and so forth. So she's like, just take it twice a day just to be done with it, just to cover yourself, cover the bases and all that. So I'm on this new stuff called Buspirone, Buspirone. So that's what I'm on, like 5 milligrams or something like that. But I'm not happy with my weight gain, and I'll dive into that story and the gossip that I have coming up here. So stick around. I'll be right back. So something that I was thinking about while taking this new medication, when I started on the Zoloft, she also increased my Valsartan, which is my blood pressure medicine, from the 320. What's half of 320? 160? From the 160 milligrams to the 320 milligrams to get my blood pressure down. Because, like I said, when I got there 30 days ago, hour drive, she took my blood pressure, 160 over whatever, and she's like, we'll have to double your medication for your blood pressure. Now that I've been on the stuff for 30 days, the Zoloft, and the first week I doubled my Valsartan, I felt just horrible. I was dizzy. So I took it upon myself, Dr. Travis. I took it upon myself not to do the double dose anymore, to go back to my original Valsartan, my original dose. Told the doctor this, and she said, well, that would make you dizzy, having your blood pressure go too low. Unfortunately, because you started this Zoloft and you doubled your blood pressure medicine, I don't know which one did it for you. I said, well, just to let you know, I know which one it did, because as soon as I took the double dose, I said, I'm not taking the double dose anymore. So I went back to the single dose. And now my blood pressure at the end of 30 days was like I said, 147/80 driving in here. So I tell you that to tell you this. Maybe the Zoloft relaxed my anxiety, and the anxiety itself was giving me a higher blood pressure reading because, excuse me, because I was so worried about things at all given times. You know, you see it in the movies, you hear your mom or your parents say that, oh, you're making my blood boil, you know, you're making my blood pressure go up. And you always say, that's a joke, that's a myth, it's a, wives' tale or something like that. No, it is for some, at some sense, it's true. And so that's what was happening to me. So I think the combination of the Zoloft reducing my anxiety has actually helped me reduce my my blood pressure. So I think that's a good thing. But I don't like the weight loss. I worked so hard to, I dropped down, 15 pounds, and already I can feel that 15 pounds came. Well, I know it came back on. It came up to 16 pounds because I gained a pound. And so I told my wife, new year, new me, all that bullshit. And I go, you know what? I got to change something here. No more whole pizzas. Let's start there. No more cakes. No more cookies. We're out of the holidays. Get everything out of the house. And how do you get everything out of the house? You eat it. But I said, I don't mind eating like chicken breasts or chicken thighs or something like that and broccoli. She's like, I don't mind doing that either. I said, all right, fine, cool. We're both on agreement. So I'm going to, for the next 2 weeks, except for the weekend, I might indulge a little bit on the weekends because we'll go out to eat somewhere. But Monday through Friday, business work week, broccoli in the morning or broccoli in the afternoon dinner time, broccoli, chicken. I don't know what I'm going to have for breakfast. We have dozens and dozens of eggs here, so we'll probably figure out, fried eggs or boiled eggs or scrambled eggs every morning. But so that's my goal. That's my new goal for the next couple weeks, and me and you journey together. I told you I do this for my therapy, so hopefully it'll help you get inspired or whatever. But I'm going to do chicken breast, chicken thighs, some kind of chicken protein, and with broccoli, steamed broccoli in the air fryer with a little bit of like lemon pepper seasoning or something on it. So I'm going to try that and see how that goes. And on the same note, my dad, because of his feet and stuff, and he eats so much sodium with those frozen meals that he eats all the time, which has, 1,000 milligrams of sodium. I told you the whole thing. I have made another set of meals for him. Pork chops, center cut, boneless pork chops. Did another round of meals for him. So he's set. He's on the right path. I'm trying to get on the right path. But it is wintertime, and there's not a whole lot to do on the property during wintertime. Like I said, we're expected to get snow. We might have a tree or two fall. We might have some branches fall, some debris clean up, but really everything just kind of goes dormant on the property. So I'm not physically out there carrying a backpack blower. I'm not physically walking the property and trimming and edging and doing landscape stuff outside. It's pretty quiet. So yeah, you pack on a little bit of weight if you're not as mobile, but I do still walk 4 miles every day. And the house during my 4 mile walk, that's up on the top of the hill where I start my walk. I told you I met the wife. She has like some kind of she sell cut flowers. So she's got like one side of her property, like a half acre or something. She's got all these flowers that she grows and then does cut flowers and goes to a farmer's market. I don't know if she does it like spare time or whatever. And then she ended up missing. I say missing. She was gone. I didn't see her anymore. Saw the husband. They were young. Probably maybe just 30, going in 30. I didn't see any kids, so they're young enough not to have kids. But for the longest time, I thought, what happened? He killed her or something. Found out later that she actually left him. And they were in the house for maybe 3-4 years together. They bought the house, bought the land, had the house built. Very nice house, modest house. Over 2,000 square feet, tin roof, all that stuff. Very like black and white, very modern, but cottage looking. And she was doing, her cutting flowers, and I don't know what he did. Never saw him, like, physically talk to him or anything. Ended up coming up missing. She was gone. Talked to the neighbors on my route, on my walking trip, found out that she left him, or left the house. I don't know, left him. But she moved out. And I'm like going, well, I wonder what's going to happen now. Yesterday, now we broadcast every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, I had to get that out. Every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I go for a walk every morning, usually about 8 o'clock, and wrap it up by 9:15. That's the first house I come across when I do my walk. And they've got a big old, one of those now open sign. It's a flag. It's like 6-foot flag, but it's only like I don't know. It's like maybe 2 foot deep. It's like you know what it looks like. Don't make me describe it. Not on my medication right now. But you stick it in the ground. It's like a night now open, or like breakfast is served. You see them outside of restaurants and stuff. It says open house. And I said, ooh. And then I saw like realtor signs like stuck in the grass and stuff. And I go, ooh. So this weekend, I guess he has decided that he can't or will not or cannot afford that house, and got his ducks in a row, or whatever the case may be. And the realtor sign went up on today's Friday, went up on Wednesday. And then Friday, today, he's got an open house sign for like this weekend, I'm assuming. And I'm like, ooh, gossip. I guess they're selling the house. Now, is it bad manners to go over there during the open house, and because we're neighbors, just to walk around and see, hey, what do you got going on in here? What's this house look like? And that type stuff. Hey, I'm, Sonny Realtor. How are you? Good. Just looking around. Just, stealing stuff out of the medicine cabinet type deal. But yeah, the house is for sale. And I feel bad. I honestly feel bad, because think about it. Think about a couple that's in their 30s, bought a lot of land. A lot of land. Not a lot of land, like abundance, but, a piece of land. And for those of you who don't know, you need to, before you build a house on a piece of property, you have to buy that and own that lot outright. So let's say the lot was 2 acres here in North Carolina, probably went for maybe $55,000, bought that. And then whatever the price per square footage is, I don't know, maybe spend another $200,000, $300,000 on the house. So now you got a $400,000 house over there. Nice. No real landscape outside of, her cut flowers and stuff. And we're going to live here. This is our forever home. We built it together. We're going to raise a family. We're going to start. And then someone did something wrong. Someone did not agree with the situation that they were in and left. One either left one or got thrown out. So you can do the math on that. And then you just feel bad because you're like, oh, man, now we're going to get someone else in there. And who knows what's going to happen. So that's the latest update on the house on the hill. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to me work through all this stuff. I will talk to you later. Okay. See you. Bye. Bye. See you later.